Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to find the lower quartile, upper quartile, interquartile range, and the median. So the median is the middle number. To find the median, we need to order the values in the data set, either from largest to smallest or smallest to largest, and then find the number in the middle. If there's two middle numbers, we just take the average of those two. Q1, or the lower quartile, is the median of the bottom half of the data set, and the upper quartile, Q3, is the median of the top half of the dataset. The interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. So it's the difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile. So let's get into some examples. Here we're asked to find the median, lower quartile, upper quartile, and interquartile range of the dataset. So let's start with the median, which is the middle number. So right off the bat, I noticed that these numbers are in the proper order from smallest to largest. If they were not, I would need to rewrite them in the correct order. Now, in this case, there are 5 numbers in the data set, and so therefore the third number is going to be the middle number. The reason it's the third number is for a couple reasons. First of all, we can always take the number of values in the data set, which is 5, add 1 to it, and then divide by 2 in order to find out what the index is of the median. And if we get like 6.5 or something 0.5, that means it's the number that it's going to be like 6th and 7th, for example, if it was 6.5 as the answer here, or if it was 4.5, same thing. It would be 4 and 5 would be the middle numbers, and we'd take the average. In this case, though, it's just going to be the third index, because 5 plus 1 is 6, and 6 over 2 is 3. So it's just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the third number right there, which is number 6, which is good. And notice about this one that there's 2 numbers above and 2 numbers below, which is further evidence that we have chosen the correct number, because they're the same number of values that are to the right of the median and to the left of the median. So that's what I'm going to write down first, is that the median is 3. The median is the third one, which is 6. Then we're going to do the lower quartile and the upper quartile. So for the lower quartile, I need to find the middle value amongst the first half of the data set, which is 4 and 5. In terms of what's the middle number of 4 and 5, well, there is no middle number. 4 and 5 are both the middle numbers, so we take the average of just 4 and 5. So 4 plus 5 divided by 2 is equal to 9 divided by 2, which is 4.5. So lower quartile is 4.5. For upper quartile, we need to take the middle number of 6 and 7. In this case, since there's no one middle number, we're just going to take the average of both these numbers and divide by 2. And if we do that, we get 6.5. Or if you just knew that the number halfway in between 4 and 5 is 4.5, and the number halfway between 6 and 7 is 6.5, that also works as well. Then last but not least, we have the interquartile range, which can be abbreviated as the IQR, and that's going to be Q3 minus Q1, which is 6.5 minus 4.5, which is 2. So the IQR, interquartile range, is 2. Let's do one more example. So for this example, right off the bat, I noticed that this data set is not in the proper order. And so if we try to find the median or interquartile range or lower upper quartile, we're going to get mixed up pretty easily. So the first step is to write this in the proper order from either largest to smallest or smallest to largest. I'll be going with smallest to largest today, but you can do either one. So the smallest in the data set is number 1. The second smallest is number 2. Third smallest is number 3. I don't see any number 4, but there is number 5. No number 6 or 7, but there's 2 8s, 1, 2. So I'm going to write 8 2 times. Then there's 1 9, and then there's 1 22. So just to check that I did get all the numbers in the data set, I'm going to count the numbers in my data set and the numbers in theirs because they should be the exact same data, except mine is written in the correct order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great, so we got it. Okay, next I need to find the median. Okay, so median is the middle number. In this case, there are 8 different points in our data set. So to find out which index that is, I'm going to do 8 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 9 divided by 2, which is 4.5. Because I got 4.5, and that's not an index in the data set, what that actually means is that it's going to be the fourth one and the fifth one, right? The fourth and fifth, and we find the average. So the fourth term here is 5, and the fifth term is 8. So I need to find the average of 5 and 8 to find the median. So 5 plus 8 divided by 2 is equal to 13 divided by 2, which is 6.5. Or if you just knew that 6.5 is the number exactly halfway between 5 and 8, that works too. That's perfectly fine as well. Okay, next we're going to find the lower quartile and upper quartile. So, as a reminder, the lower quartile is the median of the first half of the data set, so the first 4 numbers, since total is 8. That means that lower quartile would be the median of just these first 4 numbers. And then the upper quartile would be the median of just these last 4 numbers. So if we have 4 numbers, then that means that the middle numbers will be the second and third numbers. So in that case, that means it's going to be 2 and 3 as the middle numbers in that first data set. So what is the average of 2 and 3? Well, 2 plus 3 divided by 2 is 5 over 2, which is 2.5. Or we can just say that we know it's 2.5 because 2.5 is exactly halfway between 2 and 3. Then for the red data set, right, the second half of the overall data set, the middle numbers are 8 and 9. And the average of 8 and 9 would be 8.5 if we were to write it out, or we can just say that that's something we know because, we just kind of know that halfway between 8 and 9 would be 8.5. And then last but not least, we need to find the interquartile range, which is going to be the upper quartile minus the lower quartile, so 8.5 minus 2.5, which is 6. So therefore 6 is the interquartile range. As always, if you do have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comment section, and we'll see you for the next one.